lots of prayers, and lots of thinking. Today, I tell you as West Virginians, I can't help you anymore being a Democrat governor. So tomorrow, I will be changing my registration to Republican.
Hold it now.
That was the president and the governor of West Virginia, Jim Justice, at tonight's rally in Huntington, West Virginia. Thanks to Justice's defection to the Republican Party, there are now twice as many Republican governors as there are Democratic governors. 34 governors' mansions held by Republicans. Democrats have just 15, plus a Democrat-allied independent. Looks like the party might need a new message.
Democrats have too often hesitated from directly and unflinchingly taking on the misguided policies that got us here. So much so that too many Americans don't know what we stand for. Not after today. President Trump campaigned on a populist platform, talking to working people. That's why he won. But as soon as he got into office, he abandoned them, making alliance with the powerful, special interest, Koch brother-dominated hard right wing of the Republican Party, which appeals to the very wealthy, not the working people, leaving a vacuum on economic issues. We Democrats are going to fill that vacuum. Democrats will show the country we are the party on the side of working people.
Applaud, everyone! Applaud sarcastically. No, that sounds too sincere. Slow clap. There we go. Nice and condescending.
I want to move to another subject. The Democratic leader in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, said something interesting the other day, and I want to ask you about it. We're going to put it on the screen. When you lose to somebody who has 40% popularity, you don't blame other things, Comey, Russia, you blame yourself. So what did we do wrong? People didn't know what we stood for, just that we were against Trump, and still believe that. We're going to get to your new agenda in a minute, but I want to ask you the specific question. Do you agree with Senator Schumer that Russia and Comey were not what beat Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think that they had an influence. There's absolutely no question about that. But when you have a campaign, you're responsible for your campaign. I don't even want to go into that. I do want to go into our better deal.
Okay, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you about it because Democrats put out a new agenda this week called a better deal. Let's put some of it up on the screen. You call for higher wages, lower prescription drug costs, as you just said, job training, infrastructure. Leader Pelosi, I'm not saying any of that is wrong.
Right.
What I am saying is that none of it is new. We've been hearing it for years. We heard it from the Democrats and Hillary Clinton in 2016, and you lost.
No, well, we're going to hear it with more clarity. For the first time since 2006, the House, the congressional Democrats are in charge of the message. In 2006, we were in charge, we won. We had a Democratic president after that, in 2008, and for that time on, a very successful presidency. Now it is our turn to win the Congress for the American people. But elections are more than about winning the election. They're about having a discussion about how we go forward.
But they're all about winning the election. That's what an election.
No, it's about winning on the issues.
You finally just go, yeah, you know, good luck. You're gonna need it. I'm gonna be over here, like, winning.
In other words, if the American people can hold all of us, Democrats and Republicans, accountable for what is in their interest, instead of a trickle-down agenda that really benefits the high end at the expense of working families. That's why a better deal is important, and it is entrepreneurial in its thinking. It's fresh in terms of what it suggests.
But let me ask you this. There were 4 special House elections this spring in which there were Republican seats that were open because they took jobs in the Trump administration. Let me finish. In the Trump administration, and you lost all 4 of them. Some of your own Democratic colleagues in the House say part of the problem is that you and your leadership team are frankly too old.
So that Democrat governor became a Republican, but was this really a surprise? A billionaire coal baron turns Republican? It's as shocking as finding out that old rich guy from Monopoly is a banker. Did you think he worked for PETA? So now Republicans scored another governor. It's like getting a free upgrade without spending a dime. Amazing, Democrats keep losing elections even when there are no elections to lose. The Democratic Party, they're like the guy who falls asleep at the bus stop and wakes up completely naked with his eyebrows shaved and a weenie drawn on his forehead. It happened once. And yet the media obsesses over leaks.
It's extraordinary to see these entire transcripts, and we should keep in mind as we talk about all the quotes, this is coming straight from White House aides.
Give an inside look at how Trump handles diplomacy, subjecting even the strongest of U.S. allies to threats and insults.
Trump says you have some pretty tough hombres in Mexico that you may need help with.
He says hombres. He says
bad hombres. I don't know why he does that, but he says bad hombres.
Oh my God, what a bunch of ninnies. Fretting over words and old words, and a president who portrayed those words differently. So what? We always describe exchanges in a better light. That's what we do. ISIS is still being destroyed. The VA got a new healthcare system, 209,000 new jobs. The stock market's climbing, as is your 401k. The Paris Accords are still gone. Gorsuch is still here. General Kelly is steering the ship. And we scored an extra governor. And this still is getting done. Given all the animosity, Trump's got more enemies than Fox News. How is that possible? It's not so much deep state as it is deep hate.